Well, we are back with another do-it-yourself video on the Tesla Model S. This time we're changing out the front sway bar links. And the front end has a rattle in it, if you can believe that. And I think I've determined the problem based on what I found online and what Grok is telling me as well. And some of the Tesla forums and things like that. It's telling me that it is the sway bar links. So there's these arms on either side of the sway bar, which help keep the car stable when you're taking it through corners and things like that. But there's these arms that have these little kind of rods on the end of them that kind of move around, and they have these rubber bushings or boots on them that are supposed to be stuffed with grease, and over time those boots kind of rip, and the metal gets worn out and the grease goes away, and they start to kind of clatter around inside the joint, and it ends up causing like a rattle in the front end of the vehicle. So I've determined that's what it is. I could be wrong, but I'm 95% sure that's what it is. I got to get rid of it, this rattle. It's really irritating. So let's get into the repair. I'm going to show you how to do it. We'll walk you through the do's, don'ts, and all that sort of thing. I am going to be using aftermarket parts. This thing's an old Tesla. Tesla has great quality parts, but they are a lot more money than, some of the aftermarket stuff. And in the aftermarket world, there's like bottom tier, really cheap economy stuff. And then there's kind of like the mid tier, and then there's some sort of performance stuff. So for what I'm going to do, I'm going to use sort of the middle of the road mid tier. So let's get into the video and show you how it's done. I've got a set here. We ordered left and right, went with Delphi Technologies. They're kind of one up from like the super basic ones that you can get. So hopefully I'll get some decent life out of these. But they do come with the nuts, which is good to see. Fairly straightforward to put in. Actually, now that I think of it, there is a left and right. I just did them on the Model X and they were the same left and right. But on this older Model S, there's no front drive unit in it. It's also a sprung suspension, so they have a specific type of link. So we're gonna get these wheels popped off. We're gonna take off the old links, show you how to do that. And then we're going to install them correctly left and right, and then take it for a drive, see how it is. Okay, so the link is actually located in behind here. This is the control arm, and then the link is kind of around the back of the main arm here. All right, so we've got a 15mm wrench. Just check that off of the nuts on the new. And the arm, of course, is located in behind here. There it is. There's the connecting link. There's our 2 bolts that we need to undo. So we'll try the closed end on here just to verify. She's on there pretty good. Let's just see here. Try and pop it from this way. There it goes. Yeah, not too bad. So you see that's moving, so we're gonna have to stick an Allen bolt in the end of that and lock it in. All right, so we're gonna put an Allen bolt in the end of that puppy. Let's just see. Yeah, it is a number 4 metric, so it should work here. Okay, so should be able to slide out. There we go. So there's our first one removed. So let's take a look and compare it with the new component. Looks pretty good. Yeah. All right, so we've got the old one off. Here's the brand new one. And just make sure you set aside those brand new nuts, because those are important. So let's get this puppy installed. Okay, so we're gonna pop the wheel back on here and do the other side, because you gotta do these in pairs. Highly recommended to do them in pairs. And then we'll take it for a spin, see what happens. Okay, so let's get into this one. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. Okay, that was a battle. So maybe don't use the power tools, but whatever, it's the old one. So there it is, removed. And again, just kind of keep your eye on which end is which. All right, so now we've got the new piece installed. We've got the plastic backing at the top and the metal at the bottom, just like on the other side. And we're just gonna thread these nuts on as far as we can by hand. There we go. So they are a lock washer, which is great. They won't back off on you. Okay. All right, so we got all the bolts tightened on. We're gonna get the wheel back on here, and then we are good to go. All right. One thing I forgot to mention is that you will need 2 floor jacks or jack stands because you got to get the whole front of the vehicle off the ground. This is not really a job to do one side at a time, because if you lift one side, that sway bar that we're working on is going to press down on the other side of the vehicle. So get both wheels of the front axle in the air, and then you can do this job much more easy. Okay, so we got the wheels back on. We're going to go for a spin and see what the difference is. It was a kind of a big rattle in the front end of this thing, which I was thinking of these connecting links, kind of bouncing around, worn out. So let's see what happens. Success. We have a smooth ride, got rid of the rattle. What a difference those 2 arms made. Actually, I actually have some replacement upper control arms that I was going to install in this thing, but I think I'm going to hold off because the ride is like perfect. I just took it through this mall right here where we're driving, and they've got a ton of speed bumps and kind of some varying terrain and different things that were making that rattle sound when I was driving, and now it's gone. So there you go. What a cheap fix on the front end of your Tesla Model S, and I know Model X use a very similar setup, but sway bar links. But sway bar links, that's where it's at. If you know, if you want to start with something inexpensive, they're probably the cheapest part of the front suspension that you can replace that can have the highest impact. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm really happy to clean up the ride quality on this old 2014 Model S. So stay tuned. There's lots more maintenance and service videos coming to help you keep your old Tesla on the road. But for now, we'll see you in the next video. Josh, why do you do these do-it-yourself videos? You know, not everybody is a mechanic. And I'm like, well, working on electric cars, specifically Tesla, is surprisingly simple if you know what you're doing. And I love to share with everybody, you know, some of these things that can save you some money. And there's no reason why you can't own an older Tesla, keep it on the road, keep it safe, and save some money while you're at it. So I'll keep bringing these videos to you guys as I work on the couple of older Teslas. I have 3 out of warranty Teslas, a 2021, a 2016, and a 2014, and who knows what else will join the fleet along the way. But I love older Teslas, so I'm going to share with you what I learn and know. So stick with me, and we'll see you in the next one.